the distinguished chairman of our great party, Comrade, His Excellency Adams Aliyu Oshiomhole, to come and talk to his people. I will also want all the members of the National Working Committee who are here present to accompany Mr. Chairman to this podium. While he's coming, let me quickly recognize the Minister of Trade and Investments, Oke Nelama, Minister of Budget, Senator Udo Udoma, and distinguished former Senate President Ken Nnamani, distinguished Senator, and the Governor of Edo, who just entered, Governor Godwin Obaseki, the National Chairman of APC, the National Chairman of APC, Comrade Adams Aliyu Oshiomhole.
Koto. Motobio. Thank you. Your Excellency, Mr. President, it's a very hot afternoon, so we are going to postpone Kurukere till next weekend after we've had the result of the presidential election, reaffirming the confidence of the Nigerian people on Your Excellency, President Muhammadu Buhari. Let me, of course, appreciate our host governor, Governor Ambode and his wife, all the governors that are here across the Southwest and from Kano and I believe Kebbi State, honorable ministers, the great people of Lagos. Great Lagos! Great Lagos! Well, I don't think there's anything new to be said in terms of giving you a report of performance of President Muhammadu Buhari over the past 3.5 years. I think that has been eloquently done by Comrade Fashola, both in Yoruba and then in English, and probably some Latin in between. And of course, Governor Emeritus and National Leader, Comrade Asiwaju Jugaba Tinubu, he has also elaborated where Lagos was. The first quarrel I had with Asiwaju, and later I extended it to Fashola, was that when I was president of Nigeria Labour Congress, I didn't have difficulties mobilizing area boys under the bridge of Ojuelegba. Once we get them out, we will block the bourgeoisie from Eko, Victoria Island, another part of the city. Those who know what Lagos was before Bola became the governor and later Fashola, now Ambode, and by the grace of God, Sanyaolu is coming to continue from where they stopped. We see the beauty when a state and a people are united and banded together by a shared commitment to embark on sustainable growth and development. Not many will remember now, but there was a time in Lagos, they had to deploy a Colonel Talfa, to use horse whip to control traffic, even numbers, odd numbers, because Lagos wasn't just working. But today, Lagos is the center of infrastructure based on sustained development. If this spirit of sustainable growth and development had been carried throughout the country by the other party, PDP, that governed for 60 years, Nigeria would have been far ahead of any country, not only in the continent, but around the world. What I only want to speak to is that the Lagos example shows that there is nothing wrong with our country. The problem is the quality of leadership, whether that leadership has vision or it lacks vision, whether it has commitment or it lacks commitment, whether it is honest or it is dishonest, whether it's a thief or it's a man of integrity. Therefore, in this campaign, we cannot fail to emphasize the issue of character of the driver of the Nigeria ship of state. I am proud, anywhere, anytime, to say I am chairman of a party that produced President Muhammadu Buhari as a president. Because this is the only president no British Prime Minister can call a thief. This is the only president that Trump acknowledged that is fighting corruption. This is the only president that the Archbishop of Canterbury in London acknowledged as one African leader who stand out to be counted on the side of the people. That is why I am proud, and I'm sure you are also proud to associate yourself with what Buhari is doing, what Buhari stands for, and why the next level is about you. But let me tell you why you cannot think twice. Why you cannot possibly even for a second imagine allow the other party that misruled for 60 years to come back. Let's not blow big grammar. My comrades, if you marry a woman for 60 years, no pikin, and even your brothers and sisters, they are dying, they say na witch, you divorce her. You marry another one, 3.5 years, he born rail. 3.5 years, he delivery of power. 3.5 years, he's giving market money. He's giving trader money. He's giving pensioners money. He's paying Biafra pensioners that have been forgotten. He's doing empower, creating jobs. He's sitting on infrastructure. Why will any man or a woman suggest that the old Gagu that for 60 years delivered poverty, delivered corruption, delivered mismanagement, and gave us collective bad name, why will you bring them back? And for those who find it convenient to say they don't know the difference, Nigeria party, they don't have ideology, I said they're wrong. We have a president that says Nigeria must work for Nigerians. And this is the difference. The other one that PDP wants to feed is saying Nigeria should work for the rich. When President Buhari says, however poor we are, we must spend 500 billion dedicated to issues of the poor. The other side said, this is money wasted. But find out how many people in PDP who were in business, who took money from banks, run down those banks, and they use AMCON to bail them out. When they make profit, they put it in their pocket. When they make losses, they socialize and hand it over to the state to bear. The other day, I saw the wife, and I'm not going to talk about anybody's wife, but I saw the wife of a candidate of the other party campaigning in Yoruba, like say, I want Yoruba, they want money, Odabe. But since you are Yoruba and you want the Yoruba sympathy, assuming tribalism was even the issue, are you going to compare a Yoruba vice president, a professor of law, an SAN, a man that makes me feel like a giant when I stand by him? Are you going to compare him to the other? But that is not the real question. I heard women from Oshu State saying to the candidate, so you married our daughter, your first wife. Can you tell us even what borehole that you sack in Osun State by federal government when Atiku Abubakar was vice president by way of pay dowry to the people of Osun State. There is nothing. If as vice president you did nothing, why should we trust you? When Pikin starts stealing from mama's soup, piece of meat, when he grow up, he will be an armed robber. But our own vice president can go to Abeokuta and say to people, where are the Empower beneficiaries? They will raise their hand. Every day that I see Vice President Osinbajo in the market, hugging very ordinary people, I said, that is my man. Because government is about the ordinary people. Buhari is about the masses. It's about the masses. That is the difference. Now, Atiku has said, if you make mistake and he slip into where he will go, will not allow him to slip to, that he will enrich his friends. Are you Atiku's friend? Are you Atiku's friend? What stops him from saying, if I am elected, I will empower the masses? What stops him from saying so? But to be honest, for once, Atiku spoke the truth. He has a history of helping and enriching his friends, but also himself. And I enumerated them when we went to Adamawa day before yesterday. Now, you do not need to be in government to demonstrate what you believe in. Atiku's running mate is a dealer in Chinese products. He's exporting Nigeria jobs to China. If you go to Next supermarket in Abuja, 95% of the products are Chinese made. That is why if it's aggressive, any gathering, in every 3 wars, 2 must be China. The third one will be India, nothing for Nigeria. So I think what makes us different is clear. Whereas President Muhammadu Buhari says he will fight corruption, and he's fighting corruption, Atiku says he will grant amnesty to rich people who have stolen. Did he say he will grant amnesty to poor armed robbers? Do they give amnesty to poor armed robbers? But you have from Atiku that he will give amnesty to those who take billions, but they will fire and sentence to death those who stole 10 naira. So it's a class issue. It's they and us, masses versus the rich and the powerful. Let me conclude by saying that Asiwaju has already eloquently reminded Lagosians. But I need to add a little bit. If there is any of you who live in Apapa, you know that Nigeria was producing Guinea brocade, which people like this bourgeoisie, they use for Babariga. You go to Oshodi, Isolo. You remember all the industries in Isolo. You remember all the industries in Ikeja. Where are they? Gone. Who supervised the obituary of those industries? PDP. Who was the vice president? Atiku Abubakar. Can you supervise the liquidation of industries and at the same time make promise of creating new jobs? Jobs are not created by miracles. The number of jobs already created by this government, whether in construction industry or the Empower program and their multiplier effect, money market and so on, you will have more than 5 million jobs created. As we go to the next level, these numbers will triple. So I ask you this afternoon to resolve, not only to vote, but to invite your friends, your brothers, and your sisters to come out on the 16th and cast their vote. So for me, the die is cast. And to our international community, I want to assure them, as chairman of APC, I speak with authority. We are believers in one man, one woman, one otter farmer, one chicken farmer, one comrade, each Lagosian, if you are above the age of 18 and you are registered. So we have no tradition of rigging elections. The election that brought us to power was not with federal might, it was in spite of it. Those who have always used federal might are PDP. And I'm sure Asiwaju has spoken on that. So I want them, when they talk about violence, certainly we are not believers in violence. We believe in peaceful election. And I want to tell the world, on February 16, it will be like a Christmas day. There will be no fighting. Nigerians knows what they want. Only a stammerer will rush to a fight. When the votes are in our favor, what do you need to read? It is in the Bible that it is the mother who is not the actual mother of a woman, who said the church should be divided into two. So when PDP are issuing threats, if INEC deploys somebody, they issue threats. Meanwhile, that INEC has been absolutely unfair to APC. But I decided there is no point. We are product of struggle. We follow due process. In Zamfara State, INEC has simply decided to shut the door against us, alleging wrongly that we didn't do primaries. But we did. The court has ruled that we did. INEC says no. They prefer the one that says we didn't do. But we are not going to join PDP or INEC in a street fight. If it is PDP, they would have been shouting blue murder. But we know that what God has willed, no man can change. So to those who are expecting there will be trouble, I assure them, Nigerians will defend not only our independence and our sovereignty, they will defend our democracy. Because it is Nigerians and Nigerians that fought for democracy, not our friends. So we will protect it, we will defend it, but we will use our PVC to keep PDP out of power for the good of Nigeria and for the good of the black race. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My last task is to formally present the next governor. I'm in charge here. My fourth task is to present, by the grace of God, the next governor of Lagos State. Because of my accent, I hope I pronounce Sanwo-Olu. Sanwo-Olu. Mogbo Owo. So I will present this. Wait. Durona. Okay. Oshie. Thank you. Thank you. This is a very important formality. Presenting this flag with my both hands on behalf of our party to, by the special grace of God, the next governor of Lagos State. May this flag be a symbol of blessings and victory in the coming election. You are your running mate. I also set up the flag for the senator. All right. The three senatorial candidates. Senator, you know they say whatever a man can do, these days, many women, in fact, most women can do it better. There is a senator, when he speaks, even a rascally Senate president must listen. When he takes on the men in the Senate. If we were British people, we would say the only man in the Nigeria Senate. Distinguished Senator Oluremi Tinubu, we pride to present this flag to you. Okay, the next is Senator Yayi. Thank you very much. Oshiomhole, alias Pepe. Now, we have a number of House of Representative candidates, but I think we want to present this flag to them through the leader of the House, a rugged, dogged, articulate, resourceful, reliable, consistent congressman. Femi Gajabia Miller, to you and other members.